Photography is the art and science of capturing the light. So that's exactly what your camera is doing for you. When you click on the button, you open up the lens like an eye to capture in the light, which touches the sensor, and then the sensor will convert it into an image, which we can see as a beautiful photo. Your camera has different modes, which basically are different presets. And the only preset or mode you should be using is the manual one. That way, you take full complete control over your camera and don't let the camera take control over you. So your photos turn out exactly what you had imagined, instead of letting the camera take whatever it wants. So set your camera mode to manual and let me show you the 3 most important settings within manual that will get you amazing photos. Aperture is the opening of your lens. So if you think about your aperture as the opening of your eyes, when it's very bright outside, we tend to squint so that we don't get overexposed. And when it's dark outside at night, for example, we tend to open up our eyes as wide as possible to let in as much light as possible so that we can see things. And the same exact way is for your lens opening. So when it's really bright and nice outside, you don't have to open up the aperture so much. And when it's dark outside, you want to open it up. Fstop. So how is the aperture measured? It's measured with something called Fstop. And you can think about the eye example again. So if the aperture is the eye opening, the Fstop is actually the lid. So when it's very bright outside, you want to squint your eyes so the Fstop is big, whereas when it's dark outside, you want to open up your eyes as big as possible so the aperture is big, but then the Fstop, the eyelid, is small. That is something that's always worked for me to remember, the Fstop and the aperture, because they're exactly the reverse. So when the aperture, the eye opening is big, the eyelid is small, the Fstop is small, and vice versa. Another thing that you can control with your aperture is a so-called depth of field. What it means is basically how blurred you want your background to be. When you have a big aperture, the background gets blurry. When you don't have a big aperture, you have a small aperture, the background and everything is very, very sharp. Let me show you some examples. This photo was taken with a large aperture, small f-stop. And as you can see, the subject is sharp. However, the background is blurry. The flowers, lights, etc. So I would definitely recommend you to use big aperture for portraits. You'll lead all the focus into your subject and nothing else should matter. Whereas this photo was taken with a small aperture, big f-stop, and everything here is sharp. See the flowers? This is good if you have more than one subject that is important and you want in focus. For example, a group of people, landscape photography, or as in this case, the landscape is just as important as the person.